we find ourselves in a seedy tavern with these wood-paneled walls and sconces of torches on the walls. And we pan over past all of these patrons drinking cheerfully, others making deals underneath the table, slipping coins and treasures alike. And we pan over to Tith. Tith, you're sitting in a booth in this tavern in Neverwinter. And this tavern is the Seething Dragon Tavern. And you're here waiting to meet a old friend, Daniel of the Merchants Guild. He has another job for you. And considering how well the last one went, of course you had to say yes. And I think Daniel is a little friendly with you. And so you're here waiting in this amber booth for him. I'd assume you've ordered a drink and some food while you've been waiting for like the past 30 minutes.
I mean, absolutely.
What have you ordered, Tith?
Fucking the strongest shit they got there.
Yeah, for sure. You have a cup of roll rum. It's like absinthe and mint mixed together. It's got a nice burn to it. And you've been here waiting. The waitress has winked at you a couple of times now. She's a tiefling woman. And she's coming around every 5 minutes being like, are you sure you're fine, doll? You don't want anything else at all?
Nah, I'm good.
And I think after waiting for maybe 10 more minutes, Daniel walks in the door. You remember Daniel. He's a representative of the Merchants Guild. He is a dwarven man. He's kind of stocky in build. And he has like this curly brown hair that's on the shorter side and this long beard with like dozens of jewels in it. And he's dressed in like this chainmail armor. And at his side is his quiet but big brother, who is always with him, always at his side. And he's got like a ginger beard that's kind of on the shorter end of things. And they walk over to your table. He kind of waves to you as he approaches.
Gentlemen, excellent to see y'all again.
Aye, it's always good to see a friend. And he saddles up. The waitress comes by and he says, "Oh, just some ale for me and my brother here." And the waitress kind of nods and goes off and gets it. So, Tith, how are you doing this fine morrow?
Doing just fine, and yourselves?
Well, I suppose things could be better. The waitress comes by and she slides the drinks and she once again looks at you. Are you sure there's nothing else I can get for you, hon?
I think I'm all set. I appreciate it.
No thing. And she, walks off.
All right. So, new job for me.
Yes, Tith. You're a fan of alcohol, aren't you?
A bit of an understatement, but yeah.
And when you look around this tavern, you, of course, do see alcohol is of import here on the Sword Coast.
Of course.
I mean, what else can drown our sorrows when you have dragons burning the countryside and orc camps wiping out the locals? The one thing at the end of the day that can ease everyone's mind is a good brew, don't you agree?
I do.
And you see how everyone's kind of chugging it all down very quickly.
I do.
Well, now imagine a world where only 10% of the alcohol in this room is here.
Good God.
Truly a sorrowful sight.
True hell.
Most of the alcohol on the Sword Coast comes from the jungles of Chult, way down south. There is a merchant guild known as the Rundine. They're allies with the oligarchy down there. And the oligarchy and the Rundine work together to send alcohol up here to the Sword Coast, as well as all over Faerun. Now,
Alright.
the oligarchy and the Rundine have stopped sending shipments. It's been about a week. We're trying to keep this under wraps, but it would seem that sooner or later the taps are going to run dry.
Well, that's simply not acceptable. Just point me in the direction. What do I do?
There is a woman who can help you. See, the problem with going to Chult is that it's about an 84-day travel from here.
Jesus Christ.
Now, you can imagine the drought would kick in a couple of weeks at the rate people drink.
Right.
So, there's this woman who's a friend of ours, and a friend of the Harpers as well. Her name is Samara. She's a wizard who's been living with the Harpers here in Neverwinter. And I've talked to her about speeding travel up, and she has a couple theories that are a little bit more complicated than I understand. So if you could meet her, I'm sure Samara could send you on your way, so you could meet with the Oligarchy or the Rundine down in Chult.
Alright, seems easy enough. And the compensation for this, I assume, isn't going to be dry either.
I mean, absolutely not. Upon coming back, upon delivering us our fix, I would be willing to pay you 100,000 gold pieces.
Tiff chokes like on his drink, does a little bit of a spit take into his mug. That seems to be a modest reward. Yeah, sounds good.
And I assure you, this payment doesn't come from nowhere. It's coming from the head of the merchant family himself. I believe you met him.
Did I?
Yeah. I'm forgetting what his name is.
Was he the weird elf guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he says,
Here's the thing you need to understand, though. This place in the peninsula of Chult, it's kind of seedy. It's known as the Slithering City, Tashluta. A lot of jungles, a lot of desert, beaches, tropical terrain. Very exotic. There are threats at every corner down there. So if you're going, be on the lookout.
Alright. I think I can manage that.
I'll give
Anything
you some...
else I need to know?
I'll give you some payment up front. I couldn't expect you to go empty-handed. Think of this as a promise.
and he hands you 200 gold pieces.
Shit, this is the most like Tiff has ever been swimming in before. Alright, yeah. I'm sure this will get me where I need to go.
Oh, and, look, to be frank with you, I would have gone myself. But there's other matters here on the Sword Coast. There's a gang war breaking out in Waterdeep. The Thieves Guild has been hitting our important ships. Pirates keep hijacking our boats. If you handle this matter for us, we're not just going to pay you. We will be severely indebted to you. The Merchant Guild, that is. So when you return, if you have anything else you might need, always feel free to ask for help.
And Tiff stews on the words like ask for help for a second. For once in his life, he's considering maybe trying to find a bit of a crew to take on this task with.
And he says,
You can likely find Samaria at the Harper's office here in the city.
and he like pulls out a map and like points where it is for you.
I memorized the map.
Cool.
Because I'm not sure if that's an Outlander thing or a Barbarian thing.
It's fine.
Okay, sick.
I personally don't have a map of Neverwinter. We're not going to be in Neverwinter too much, so just kind of, don't worry about it.
It's funny, that's where my last session ended too.
That's funny.
Just kind of picking up.
He kind of goes to like shake your hand.
I, of course, shake it back.
It's always a pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, you too!
Here's hoping for the best.
And he raises his ale to you.
And I will raise my ale back. And once again, as I usually do, I start this quest off with a round for the pub.
Hell yeah. You and the liquid goes into the air and splashes onto the table. And as we see the liquid hit the table, the camera pans and like we see under the table, and then we flip upside down and open with our new scene. Let's see who we go to. Balasar.
Aw. Okay. That wasn't like a that was just a noise I made.
You've been tracking down the Volantis daughter for the past week, and you've scoured these forests for her. And I'm telling you that it has been no easy feat. Is there anything of note that happens on your route there?
You tell me, dog.
Because I don't really have anything. I think you eventually track her through like some mud, and you find yourself in this clearing, and we actually have a scene for the clearing.
Yeah, I think he's just like if nothing happens while he's actually quick question. What so maybe I'll be able to answer it if I look back at what you sent me cuz you sent me like exactly what they said, right?
Yes,
Did you do
I
that?
believe I did.
Oh no, you
Something
didn't
like
send
this.
me an exactly what they said. You just sent me notes. Cuz I wanted to keep it apparent Balasar is his name. That is not the name he goes by.
Okay.
So did they address him as Kapeshk?
Whatever he goes by, they addressed him as.
Okay, because if they address him by Balasar, it means they know who he originates from.
Hmm.
And I want you to just keep that in mind.
You know what? They're very powerful people. I'm going to go ahead and just roll a check for them to see if they figured it out. Because
Yes.
they have resources.
That's fine.
They rolled a 3, so they don't know who you are.
Okay, so yeah, they address me as Kapeshk, and I'm just taking this on just to get the gold,
Yes.
basically.
Eventually, your journey led you through this like deep part of the forest with like caked mud, kind of more of a swampy area, if I'm honest with you. And as you were like walking down this forest path, you could see an opening in the distance, and sitting at like this large pond is a girl with bright, stark white hair in a torn and like dirty wedding dress, sitting on the edge of that pond, probably looking down in it. Cornelia, hey,
Hey.
you've stopped to rest here for the evening because I'm sure you've been running all day. You're probably tired and hungry. And of course, this nice little hot spring you found supplies you with some comfort, I'd like to imagine. And
Yeah,
Balasar,
I think... Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
You see this lost girl, assumedly Cornelia from the drawing you were provided with, sitting there in her wedding dress.
How far is it? Is this like within like 20, 25 feet or something like that?
You're within
Like
15 feet.
Within 15 feet?
Yeah.
Has she noticed me?
You can roll a perception check, Cornelia, if you want.
I'm not exactly being
I would
quiet.
say...
Okay.
Could I just say that she's just oblivious? Like, she's just
Yeah, that's totally fine.
naive by nature?
I
Yeah.
always choose to fail. Yes.
Yeah, you can always choose to fail, like he said.
Hold on. Let me... My headphone wire was like tangled and it made like the weird like, you know, circle thingy and it's been annoying me. I think Balasar just like Bronson. He just goes, Lady Volantis.
Cornelia, you hear a strange voice from the dark behind you.
I think she kind of just turns with her eyes wide. I think she has like a pit in her stomach kind of feel.
You turn around. In the dark of night, we see the surroundings, of course. You have the hot spring that has some man-made structures. Like there's a campfire across the way that's unlit. There's like these like man-made walls. Of course, there are like fireflies going to and fro here. Balasar, would you like to describe what you look like for us?
Yeah, sure. How tall is Cornelia?
5'5".
Okay, so you see an absolute towering dragonborn. He is 6'1".
This lumbering giant.
Yoked, 20 strength, so he does appear to be like pretty fucking strong. With a lance and a light crossbow on his back and a long sword at his hilt or his hip. And he's like shining gold, with gems that present them all over his exposed scaly skin, as well as with like obviously a tail and like the dragonborn horns and whatnot. And
And
sharp fucking teeth.
Cornelia, would you like to describe yourself? I know I did a pretty botched job of it.
No, really what it is. Yeah, she's like in a very, I'd say, extravagant wedding dress that has kind of just been torn to shreds. It's full of mud, like, basically looks like she jumped into a ditch and then climbed out. I'd say like her hair's got some like mud in it as well. Like she just looks like a fucking mess. She has a, what did we say her stuff's in? A box?
Yeah, it's like this small, ornate wooden box with the symbol of Mistra in gold on the outside.
Would it be fair to say that has like a some sort of like strap on it so that way she can carry it?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, she has that like on her, like over her shoulder. She also has like a rapier just like on her side as well. And she looks rough.
So yes, Cornelia, you hear this lumbering voice, and then you turn and see the giant of a man, probably kitted out with gear, I'd like to imagine.
Yeah, he's wearing like he's wearing a chainmail like armor, so like it's you know like this man looks as if he could fit in the middle of a battlefield and be like one of the people everyone is scared of type shit.
I think Cornelia definitely looks scared. I think she's like wide-eyed. She's probably got like, I don't want to say like a quivering lip, but like her lips are like pressed together very firmly. And I think she has like her hand like ready to be on like her sword.
I think Belisar like noticed that she's like kind of ready to like fight me. I'm not here to hurt you, and starting a fight would not be in your benefit. I'm sure you can infer why someone would be hunting you down in the middle of nowhere of Neverwinter's woods.
I think she just kind of stays silent. She's just like watching him.
Your family wants me to return you.
I think like she kind of like takes a step back and she's just like still staring at him. I'm not going back.
Why not?
I refuse to.
For a reason.
I think she kind of just like looks at the ground. Now her lips are like quivering, like she's like about to start crying. I just won't go back.
You're not really giving me a lot to work with here.
What you have to know is that I refuse to go. Can she use a cantrip? Wait, no, it's not a cantrip. It's a spell. Can I use Misty Step and like go across this pond here?
Yes! Do I need like an
Is
Arcana
each
check, or
square
does it just happen?
is each square a foot?
Yes. No, sorry.
Okay.
Each square is 5 feet.
5 feet. 5, 10, 15.
Are you guys seeing
20,
something?
25, 30. Nope, that's in the middle of the pond. Let's
What
see.
do you
Hang
mean
on.
that's in the middle of the pond? I don't see no nothing.
5, 10.
You don't see no nothing.
15,
Are
Are you
I'm
not
not
in
gonna
the?
see.
You're not in the thing?
No.
Oh, bro, guys.
I
get in
didn't
the
know we
thing.
were in a scene at all.
Yeah, we're in the clearing.
15, 20,
Oh, what?
Yeah, I noticed Sam's not in here either.
So like
I mean, that
here,
makes
do you see
sense.
this where I'm pointing?
Yeah, I see where you're pointing.
Okay, so that's 30 feet, because the spell's only 30 feet.
So you just, yeah. Does this require any verbal components or somatic components?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we get
Verbal.
this? Can you
So-
get me in the scene first?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry.
So I
Bring
can see.
everyone.
I didn't know there was something like
work?
this happening.
I see that Kasumi's in here.
Cass is in here. I'm in here. Tori's in here.
I don't have any scenes.
Is there no like
visible to me.
reconnect button or anything?
It says there are
No.
no scenes visible to me. Let me try to
Yeah.
refresh. Oh, there it is. Refresh the page, Ed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So just for future reference, anytime I'm like, and we go over to just refresh to make sure. Some things won't have special battle maps, but always just
Okay.
refresh to make sure. Sorry.
I wondered when you were like, and when Tori went, "Is every square 5 feet?" I'm like, "Squares,
He goes, oh
5
shit.
feet. Hold on, there's a scene." This was just imagination.
We use our brain out here.
Yeah.
No, okay. So like over here. Or is
Wait,
it
hang
over
on,
here?
what was it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So right here.
Okay.
It's like near
so
this tree.
you make a hand symbol and you say something. So anytime there's verbal or somatic, you say something in a hand symbol and then I'll describe what happens.
I don't, because my plan was to do Latin. I completely forgot to
That's
translate
fine, man.
everything to Latin. Hang on, let me just do this real quick. If you really want me to like say it out
Yeah,
loud.
and it doesn't have to be direct. It could just be
Admin.
like mist, and then you say that. Like, just be creative, you know? We're here for a good time, not for a long
Okay,
time.
just for today until I can translate
Yeah, it's fine.
everything. I think she kind of just whispers, mist, and then teleports.
What's the symbol you make with your hands?
Can she do like her
Middle
hands
finger.
out flat and then she kind of just like waves it in front of her?
Okay, yeah. And there's like this light blue ring that appears around your wrist, and it's like fog is emanating from it. And then you implant yourself farther away. And I'm sorry. And there's like this this fog that appears at your feet as you teleport, and there's like this flash of light. Can I get a perception check from you, Cornelia?
Yes. Hang on.
Oh, that's not good.
Perception is a +5. That is 13.
You make out on the other side of the man-made walls of the pond. You can make out a gang of gnolls who
I hate
don't
this.
see you, and they're all kind of just like chittering to themselves.
She is once again terrified and she's just kind of like shaking a little bit.
Belisar, you see Cornelia up just poof, over
Do I
near
still
the
see
edge
her?
of the wall. You do. You do see her by that wall. Balasar, can I get a perception check with disadvantage? Because they
Yeah.
are like all the way over there behind trees and behind a wall.
Oh, I rolled amazing. That it? You said perception, right? 4.
4, you don't see them.
I think I'll just be like, while shouting. Hold on.
Whoa,
I'll,
how'd you do that?
It's the ruler at the bottom of
Whoa.
your screen. That's how you measure distance. But
I was just
I'm just
counting.
gonna run over there,
Okay.
to here, and like just be like, I'm kind of shouting,
Yeah.
because this is a ways away from each other. Just be like shouting, "I'm not here to hurt you."
Cornelia,
Sorry, just the way it
you-
tilted.
you hear them go, huh? What's their movement? Hold on. They get 30 feet. Cornelia, you see them walking towards you.
Or they're just gray squares.
Are they?
No, not for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
I'm
me.
sorry, I did not mean to move myself. I was trying to drag the screen.
They approach. They're gonna take a perception check because you are like behind a tree. They don't see you.
Okay,
That's what I see.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Just gray squares.
Can she just be like hugging the back of this tree,
Yeah, you're
like
hugging
facing
the back of the
Alistar,
tree.
and she's just like shaking?
You notice she's like visibly shaking.
Can I roll something to like kind of understand why? Like,
Roll
she
insight.
wouldn't be doing that because of me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why would she be hiding it, facing me on the tree?
Yeah, just roll an insight for me.
Yeah, that's not really that great. 8.
8. She's scared. You can tell that.
I'll just like start slowly walking up to her. Just like with my hands out, like I'm not trying to make it any harder. I just gotta understand why you ran away from a wedding. I mean, you have all the money you could ever have, I assume, if they're gonna give me a shit ton of money just to find you.
I think she kind of just puts a finger up to her lips, and she's like, still just shaking and wide-eyed.
Balasar, do you walk closer?
Yeah, I just walked to here.
Okay. Roll another perception check for me. No disadvantage this time.
Yeah, well, 6.
6. Let me roll for them. You make out behind those trees the two gnolls, and they're kind of like investigating and looking near you guys. They don't seem to see you yet, but they're looking.
Oh, I think Belisar like under his breath goes, "Oh shit." Is there like a rock at my feet or something?
Yeah, sure. There's like a little pebble.
Can I like? You said a little pebble.
I mean,
Is there like a decent sized rock, like one that would make noise if I threw it and bounced it off a tree or something, like a loud noise?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Can I grab that and like huck it like this way or something to try and like make
Yeah.
them
Uh,
think that like whatever they're trying to investigate this way ran that way.
would a deception check be fair to say?
Well, I figured it would probably be like a strength check since I'm
Yeah, we'll do
throwing
strength
a
check
rock.
then. Yeah, that's fine. And they'll just make some wisdom checks for me.
Yeah, they would probably be like an insight or something.
Oof.
So 17 plus 5.
Yeah, you huck it, and they stop looking that way, and they go over here, and you hear.
And then like as I throw it, I'm going to like kind of usher Cornelia to like, because this is a giant wall, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's giant. It's maybe like 10
Like-
feet tall.
Okay, but she could hide behind it.
Yeah,
is
she
what
could
I'm
hide
getting
behind it. Yeah.
at. I'm gonna like usher her to like go that way, and like hug the
Like
wall.
here.
Yeah, Cornelia, you like slowly and carefully step over behind the wall.
Okay. Yeah, she does that. She just follows what he says. But she doesn't know what these things are. They just look scary.
Yeah, they're big
Do I
hyena
know-
people.
Do I know what gnolls are?
You can roll a history check for me.
I would like to. Well, also, fuck, I just tossed my dice into my balls. Can I also go this way a little?
Yeah, dude.
Trying to get closer to.
Yeah, you
Cornelia.
get closer to the wall. History check.
Wow. That one.
Nat 1. Dude, those are fucking dog people. What? Who turned these dogs into people?
The fucking dog people! Oh shit, yeah, I got you. I just realized that it probably isn't here or something. You'll see me go to my character sheet every now and then, but shouldn't be a problem. I think Balasar is just gonna whisper Um, given that you grabbed a hold of your rapier hilt, do you have any sort of ability to fuck things up?
Whoa, you guys hear that?
Huh?
Oh,
Oh, you didn't hear that loud ass thunder clap?
Was it-
Okay.
are you streaming now, Tith? Are you streaming now, Sam?
I've been streaming this entire
He-
time.
yeah, he has.
Oh.
He's been making his
Oh.
Hero Forge.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot y'all could see that.
I was confused because Ashley was like, "It's supposed to screen the map for me." I was like, "I thought that's what
Sorry.
Sam was doing."
Sorry. Yeah.
Damn, Ashley was missing out the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but then I heard
Just
a fight
ping me.
happening, and I was like, I need to say something.
Yeah, ping me. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry.
Turn on your
No,
mic.
I mean, I was
and-
paying attention, but I forgot that people are watching me, so they can actually see shit. Sorry.
No, just
sorry.
next time, Ashley, unmute your mic and scream, "Sam, you little psychopath! Stop building your stupid little man and show me the dumb little grid with the people on it."
Oh, again. Yeah.
Bro has a addiction.
I'm not very smart.
It's okay. Welcome to the club.
But he looks so much better now.
Okay. Belisar, you were asking Cornelia if she can, and I quote, "fuck shit up."
Yeah. She has any ability to fuck shit up.
I think she just gives him like a very hesitant nod.
How sturdy is this wall?
Do you want to just like push on it for me and give me an investigation check?
Yeah, I kind of do want to just like, not like push it per se, but like kind of like grab it and see how much it wiggles with just my innate strength. Damn, I need to stop rolling my dice on the fucking mouse pad. It's like actually fucking me.
You should invest in a dice tray.
8.
8? I mean,
Yeah, if I'm
it's,
adding my strength.
upon
Is that what I was
closer.
supposed to do?
Well, it's an. I'm just giving you an investigation.
Oh, then investigation would be just a 4.
4. Look, it's a man-made wall out of wooden planks. Not much else there.
So I suppose I have to be retarded. Are these knolls right here kind of like looking away from us?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. They speak null. Okay. Yeah, no. These guys here, they're looking away. You threw the rock over here, and they're like looking, and you notice they're kind of like digging in the ground, and like looking for it, and they're like sniffing.
All right. Is it possible for me to, since I see that, and since Cornelia is like kind of obscured, and she said she can't fuck this shit up, I want to just like bum rush the fuck out of these and
Okay.
attack.
All right, hell yeah. Give me 1 moment here.
Because I don't know these two exist.
Yeah. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a surprise round on them. Can you guys roll for initiative for me?
Fuck.
Yes. Sam goes, "Oh, I can't
Sorry.
look at the mini."
Sorry, there's a way to roll and put it into an initiative tracker.
Oh.
If
How
you
do you do
open up
that?
your character, so you'll see on the screen, you can open it up and like basically you click your name, right?
Hang on, I need to watch
On your
this stream.
tokens.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
no,
not streaming
streaming.
anymore.
I can stream it though. Hold on, give me a sec.
I'm very scared.
So you'll have your token up here. You can just click it. It should be your name.
Hang on,
And there's
hang
this
on.
arrow.
What?
Token.
Token.
I have your
This.
arrow.
Wait,
Up it.
go back. Go back, like, way beginning.
This is the beginning.
Okay, click on that. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
click on this. You just
Uh huh.
hit the arrow to bring your character sheet up. And
Uh-huh.
you'll see it under info. You'll see your initiative.
Oh, and just put it there.
You just hit this button, and it rolls the dice and adds it
Oh, okay. Hang
to
on.
the thing. But I rolled the 7 first.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Cause it'll do your d20 roll plus your initiative. So
Guys,
it'll automatically add everything.
Hmm?
my OBS is kind of screaming at me right now.
We can pause for a second.
I might need to stop recording and start recording again.
That's fine.
I hate to do that, though.
You're fine. I'm